Why does the world send over $200 billion to Ukraine, but barely lifts a finger when millions die in Africa? Or when tens of thousands are buried under the rubble in Gaza? Let's be honest, not all lives are treated equally in global politics, and it's time we break that down. When Russia invaded Ukraine, the Western world went into overdrive. Money, weapons, open borders, sanctions on Russia. Ukraine became the center of global solidarity. The media framed it as the defense of democracy, and Ukrainians were described as people like us. Suddenly, the whole world could mobilize overnight when the victims were European, white, and geopolitically useful. But now let's look at Gaza. Tens of thousands of Palestinians have been killed, entire neighborhoods reduced to dust, and children starve as aid is deliberately blocked. Instead of punishing the aggressor, the US vetoes sanctions at the UN, weapons keep flowing, and the narrative is twisted to frame it as Israel defending itself. The human suffering is massive, but the response? Conditional, muted, and distorted. And then there's Africa, the continent of forgotten wars. Sudan, Congo, Ethiopia, millions dead, millions displaced, yet the coverage is almost non-existent. Aid is underfunded, refugees are rejected, and the world simply looks away. Imagine if this was Europe. Would silence still be the response? Or would billions suddenly appear, along with hashtags, protests, and endless breaking news coverage? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Suffering is ranked. Ukraine gets $200 billion and daily media coverage. Gaza gets blocked aid and diplomatic excuses. Africa, with death tolls even higher, barely registers at all. Why? 4 reasons. First, race and relatability. Europeans are seen as closer and more human by Western powers. Second, power politics. Ukraine weakens Russia, so it serves US and NATO interests. Third, media framing. How stories are told shapes what the world cares about. And fourth, economics. Africa's wars don't threaten Western markets, so they're ignored even when they destroy millions of lives. This is the double standard that no one wants to talk about. Human suffering shouldn't be ranked by skin color, religion, or politics. A child in Gaza, in Sudan, or in Congo deserves the same dignity as a child in Ukraine. But until the world values all lives equally, these injustices will keep repeating. So I'll leave you with this question. Should Gaza, Sudan, and Congo get the same attention as Ukraine? Or are we just going to keep pretending some lives are worth more than others? Let me know in the comments. This is Decolonized Truth, where we don't rewrite history, we unwipe the lies. Like, share, subscribe, stay awake, stay loud, stay sovereign.